My goodness. This episode, Progotron Magee 25, is the beginning of my third year producing this segment of the show. And I tip my hat to the other producers for the other segments and say, hey, it's been a pretty good run so far. And yet, I haven't even scratched the surface of the music that I consider to be some of the finest examples of Progotron music. So, Progotron music, listen to me, I'm too much into brand recognition. Progressive music. At various times during these episodes, I have tried to parse down and sort of define what I consider to be progressive music. My fellow producers have their own definitions. I will leave it to them to share them with you. But for mine, it's simply music that does not follow the standard verse, chorus of popular music. There are lots of genres: blues, rock, folk, all these things have a feel for them, but they generally follow a structure. And I believe that progressive music, by its very nature, says to heck with that. We're going to make our own structure. And I use that as sort of my touchstone. Now, that's not to say you can't have progressive blues, you can't have progressive rock, you can't have progressive jazz. You have all of these things. And I think that's kind of the point. Progressive music can be in many of these subgenres that we as human beings slot our music into. But it also tends to not stay rigidly within any kind of boundaries. I also believe that progressive music creates a certain emotional movement on my part. I suspect the same is for you, dear listener, but it's going to affect you differently. Some of the things that I consider to be excellent, others might find, yeah, meh, it's okay. And some of the stuff that kind of barely moves me is no doubt epic level for other listeners. So all I can do is give you what I think is wonderful progressive music. And I'm going to start you off with an epic, absolutely unbelievable classic song. And I will fill you in on the details after this.
I'll take it.
Rouge lips in the gaslight, I'll break you off the hole. That's the way the croissant crumbles after all.
This is only one step away. Les girls are out on bail. Très bien, there's love for sale.
Oh, my chérie, wish you were mine. And I'll show you a wonderful time for the price of a cheap champagne. I'll show it once again. One night in Paris is like a year in any other place. One night in Paris will wipe the smile off your pretty face. One girl in Paris is like loving every woman. One night in Paris, one night in Paris, maybe your last. If you're gonna buy,
You want a little
gonna buy?
Oh, forget he watch, I sure a good time.
Is he gonna pay?
Gonna still want something different?
Or is he gonna fall in love the all-American way? Oh, you know you ain't no Casanova. You can't even do the bossa nova or the tango or the samba. No, you ain't no Casanova. Is he gonna buy?
Is he gonna buy?
Is he gonna pay?
Is he gonna pay?
Or is he gonna fall in love the all-American way? Is he gonna buy?
Is he gonna buy?
Is he gonna pay?
Is he gonna pay?
Or is he gonna fall in love the all-American way? Sometimes I think he will, but then again,
One night in Paris is like a year in any other place. One night in Paris will wipe the smile off your pretty face. Try a girl in Paris, but try one in mine. Each night in Paris, each night in Paris. Give me the last. 42, 42, rue de Saint-Jacques. All our girls are, how you say, good in the sack.
I was a stripper on the Champs-Élysées. He was a gendarme in the gendarmerie. Going ooh la la la, ooh la 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 la. He was a pimp in a black beret, but he was an artist in his own way. Ooh la la la, ooh la 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 la. When they raided my club that night, they ruined my act with the leather umbrella. The police got a fright. He was up in my boudoir with some other fella. Oh, it's only routine, but I got this feeling it ain't good for business. And the floor cleared, a woman screamed to herself. Honey, though you're not the toast of Paris, I love you, although you bed and beat me. Honey, leave it alone. For the gendarmes just do this job.
Paris is only one step away. Metal is only one step away.
Oh man, that was of course 10cc from their 1975 album Soundtracks. There were a couple of good hits on that I may or may not play for you because they're less progressive. But this thing nails progressive music. It was a three-part movement, if you will. Une Nuit à Paris, Part 1, The Same Night in Paris, Part 2, and later that same night in Paris, Part 3. I hope you enjoyed that absolutely as much as I did. That was so much fun. Okay, so what am I going to play for you next? I got a list here, but I'm staying a little loose on it because it really doesn't matter what order I play them in. And so I'm going to play them as as it feels right, as it intuitively moves me to say, I know. Let's take a look at Lunatic Soul. I play them a lot. Marius Duda et al. They play a lot of good music. And it's a wonderful place where if I'm thinking, I need X number of minutes to fill out my show, I will go with one of their songs. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. Progressive music, like any art form, should emotionally change you during the experience. It should pull your attention. It should really pull your focus. And, it's difficult to ignore this. I have to give it some bandwidth, some mind share. And certainly the songs that I play do that for me. And I'm always looking for feedback. And sometimes I've received some excellent insight from my listeners regarding not only the song under discussion, but segues to other songs that I don't want to use the term mimic because that's incorrect, but are similar to in the effect or the feeling or the emotional journey that they provide me. So let's go with Lunatic Soul. This is the title track from their 2017 album, Fractured. And I'm not going to say anything more about it. I'm going to play it and let you decide where that fits in your pantheon of progressive music. My name is Bobby Magee, and this is Progotron.
Don't look down, don't hesitate now. Just so you know there's no return, you just hog the limelight. Halfway across, high above the fractured city in life. Soon it will all be over, but you have to move forward. Don't look up, don't daydream too much. Just so you know there will be blood, even if you stay neutral. No matter how hard You try to shut down your feverish thoughts. They hunt you down with no regret, 'cause you have to fix it all. So you did fairly well with the goals you set for your pride. And even though you like a tightrope walking with a fear of heights, and your legs wobble and your arms helplessly flail around, you strive to maintain the highest level of not giving up. But no matter how hard you try to shut down your feverish thoughts, they hunt you down with no regret, 'cause you have to fix it, you have to fix it all. You have to fix it all. You have to fix it all. Trying not to fall. Every day, every night we're getting close, then we lose control. We rise, we shine, then we fall down. In love with the moon, waiting for the sun. Every day, every night we walk the line, trying not to fall. Every day, every night we're getting close, then we lose
That was Lunatic Soul, a regular favorite here on Progotron Magee. Let's put a little bit of an edge on it now, and this is from a 2014 album called Despite Guardian Angels from a group called Huis, Huis. Let's see, they've got quite a range of edgy music, but I'm going to go with Oudkirk 1. And so there you go. This is Huis, Oudkirk 1 on Progotron. That was Hui, Huis. Next up, I've got for you an interesting band called Maserati. Hopefully, you haven't heard them, so that this is a new and grand revelation. However, if you have heard them before, I'm sure you enjoyed them. So, for both of those camps, I am pleased to present to you from their 2010 album, Blah. Dyslexia is a terrible disease, especially if you're in broadcasting. Pyramid of the Sun from Maserati. The opening track, Who Can Find the Beast?
They say, open the gate. Erase all dreams you have ever heard. They say, go down the drain. They say, give up or you are dead.
Well, that turned into a twofer. Maserati, Who Can Find the Beast, and then I followed that up with Amarok. And I can't remember the name of that song. It was Amarok Surreal, of course. They said that a dozen times in the song. Okay, let's move on to a band I've played quite a few times, Subsignal. And this is from their 20, he says, quickly looking it up, I should have written that down, 2018 album called La Muerta. And that's the name of the song. I'm going to give you the title song, La Muerta, from Subsignal.
Dark of nightfall, whenever time will break what doesn't bend, whenever love gets lost in thousand fires, and whenever every breath we take is so cold, every time we close our eyes there's a hand upon the brow. Everywhere, anytime we cry, renegades bow down and say your prayer, guiding our way through the darkness. She is a lady of the night, or so they all say, leading us where no light shows, giving us hope where no hope grows, until we all see it. Watching the hours slip away, and so we pray, singing a song for the homeless. One day she'll take it all away, and that's when all will fall. Finding our way through our dark thoughts, she is the patron in our minds. For so they all say, leading us where no light shows, paving a passage for the dead, and so we pray, guiding our way through the darkness. She is the lady of the night, or so they all say, leading us where no light shows, giving us hope where no hope grows, until we are sleeping.
That was Subsignal. Wonderful. We're going to get right back into something else here. This is Flying Colors, again, a regular visitor to my show. This is from their 2014 album, Second Nature, the deluxe edition, and the song is Mask Machine. My name is Bobby McGee, and you're listening to Progotron. my. That was Flying Colors featuring the inimitable Dave LaRue on bass. Love them. This is a fairly new band to me. I probably discovered them late last year, I guess. And it also kind of reminds me that 2021 is a very rich year for progressive music releases. I'm wondering if COVID didn't have something to do with that. A lot of studio releases. The band I'm referring to is Finally George, whose roots very much match my roots as far as musical influences. Uh, I played a song a couple back that I liked, a couple episodes back that I really enjoyed. So I've come back and gone through a few more, and I found another one that is really quite nice. The song is called Icy Skies, and it's from their 2021 album of the same name, Icy Skies. This is Finally George, and I'm Bobby Magee, and this is Progotron.
bird sings a song. Icy skies. Silent lies whisper in my ears. A broken heart is beating in my chest. I see skies where you going. Wave goodbye. Take your freedom. Empty spaces filled with your dreams. Don't fool yourself. Keep your eyes on the prize. I see skies. I see skies where you going. Wave
was Finally George from their 2021 album. And lo and behold, if my next song isn't from a 2021 album again, this is Frost with an asterisk at the end of it. I'm not sure what that represents. I've been digging around. Perhaps just an affection to stand out in a list. I don't know. We're back to brand recognition again, aren't we? Anywho, the album is called Day and Age. It too is a deluxe edition. And, well, let's go with the title track, Day and Age. This is Frost on Progotron with your host, Bobby Magee. somewhat apocalyptic, but there's a lot of that in today's music for good reason. So I'm going to go back 50 years now to an album when it came out, Stunned Me. This is from the 1972 album Trilogy from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and the title track, Trilogy.
I've tried to mend the love that ended long ago, although we still pretend our love is surely coming to an end. Don't waste the time, you've got to love again. We tried to lie, but you and I know better than to let each other lie. The thought of lying to you makes me cry, counting up the time that's passed us by. I've sent this letter hoping it will reach your hand, and if it does, I hope that you will understand that I must leave in a while. And though I smile, you know the smile is only there to hide what I'm really feeling deep inside. Just a face where I can hang my pride.
50 years later, and I still find that an amazingly joyous journey. Trilogy from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. All right. For your listening pleasure, we're going to jump forward to 2007's album Fear of a Blank Planet from Porcupine Tree. And of course, once again, I'm just going to grace you with the title song, Fear of a Blank Planet. My name is Bobby Magee, and this is Progotron. Porcupine Tree. That had me up dancing, I'll tell you, which is a bit hazardous since I'm on the side of the road on the way to Harrison Hot Springs in one of our soup can recording studios, and it's kind of tight in here. But I didn't really damage any of my limbs, so I'm excited by that. And with that excitement, I'm now going to bring to you The Bittersweet, A Brief Encounter, Lost Weekend, Blue Angel, and Misplaced, whatever that is. I can't even read my own writing. I should remember this, but I do not. Misplaced Childhood, that's it. There we go. It's from Marillion, and it's from 1985. I can tell you I've been dancing up. Now my blood is up, and I'm shucking and jiving. This is, again, a segue to a different style of prog. Marillion's been around a long time and are an established icon in the progressive music community. I hope you enjoy this. I certainly do. My name is Bobby Magee. You're listening to Progotron on radiogordo.net, and this is Marillion.
Spider wanders aimlessly within the warmth of a shadow, not the regal creature of border caves, but the poor, misguided, directionless familiar of some obscure Scottish poet. The mist crawls from the canal like some primordial phantom of romance to cuddle under a cascade of neon pollen, while I sit, tied to the phone like an expectant fowl. Your carnation will rot in a vase.
A train sleeps in a siding. The driver guzzles another can of lager, to wash away the memories of a Friday night down at the club. She was a wallflower at 16. She'll be a wallflower at 34. Her mother called her beautiful. Her daddy said, oh. shadows where all the haunted disappears. And from the glowing tongues of candles I heard a whisper in my ear. J'entends care. J'entends care. It's getting late for scribbling and scratching on the paper. Something's gonna give under this pressure, and the cracks are already beginning to show. It's too late. The weekend career girl never boarded the plane. They said this could never happen again. Oh, so wrong, so wrong. This time, it seems to be another misplaced rendezvous. This time, it's looking like another misplaced rendezvous with you. The parallel of you. You. On the outskirts of nowhere, on the ring road to somewhere, on the verge of indecision, I'll always take the roundabout way. Waiting on the rain, for I was born with a habit, from a sign. The habit of the windswept thumb and the sign of the rain.
changes. I'll never be the same. Something you did touch me. There's no one else to blame. The love we had has fallen. The love we used to share. You've given up pretending as if you didn't care. Change, changing places. Put yourself to the ground. Capitalize on this good fortune. One word can bring you round. Changes. I look into the mirror. I see no happiness. All the warmth I gave you has turned to emptiness. The love we had has fallen. The love we used to share. You've left me here believing in love that wasn't there. Change, changing places. Root yourself to the ground. Word to the wise, well you get what's coming. One word can bring you round. Changes. But when I look into your eyes and try to find out how, there's no way to save it now. And everything I feel changes. Keep looking for changes. Changes. For some reason you're questioning why. I always believed it gets better. One difference between you and I, your heart is inside your head. One word from you, one word from me. A clear design on your liberty. Who could believe when love is gone? How we move on like everyone. Only such fools, only such jealous hearts. Only through love changes come. Change, changing places. Root yourself to the ground. Capitalize on this good fortune. One word can bring you round. Changes. One road to loneliness. It's always the same. One road to happiness. It's calling your name. Change, changing places. Root yourself to the ground. Capitalize on this good fortune. One word can bring you round. Changes. Change, changing places. Root yourself to the ground. Word to the wise, well you get what's coming. One word can bring you round. Changes.
That was an interesting twofer. I started it off with Marillion and their bittersweet brief encounter. It consisted of Lost Weekend, Blue Angel, Misplaced Rendezvous, and Windswept Thumb. Uh, Interesting. And then it segued straight into the controversial Yes album of 90125. and the song was Changes, Yes, and the aforementioned Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and early Genesis hit me when I was at a most impressionable age and set me on the path of progressive music for the next 50 years or so. And so, with that in mind, I thought I would just leap right to Genesis. Which one? Oh my goodness, there's so many. Let's take a look at. Oh, there's one I don't. This album doesn't get a lot of coverage. Wind and Wuthering was produced in 1976. And out of that, I'm going to play for you right now, this very second, One for the Vine from Genesis on Progotron.
50,000 men were sent to do the will of one. His claim was phrased quite simply, though he never voiced it loud. I am he, the chosen one. In his name they could slaughter, for his name they could die. Though many there were believed in him, still more were sure he lied. But they'll fight the battle on. Then one whose faith had died fled back up the mountainside. But before the top was made, a misplaced footfall made him stay from the path prepared for him. Off of the mountain, onto a wilderness of ice. This unexpected vision made him stand and shake with fear. But nothing was his fright compared with those who saw him appear. Terror filled their minds with awe. Simple were the folk who lived upon this frozen way. So not surprising was their thought, this is he, God's chosen one, who's come to save us from all our oppressors. We shall be kings on this world. He walked into a valley all alone. There he talked with water and then with the vine.
traveled across the plateau of ice up to its edge. Then they crossed a mountain range and saw the final plain. Still he urged the people on. Then on the distant snow he took one without hope. Flee back up the mountainside. He thought he recognized him by his walk and by the way he fell, and by the way he stood up and vanished into air.
Genesis, Into the Vine. You know, early Genesis and, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer and a host of others have led me on a lifetime journey of exploring and enjoying progressive music. An interesting point, which I would like to acknowledge right now, was when I began my radio career, let's just call it more than 10 years ago. Along the way, David L. Gordon, he of RadioGordo.net infamy, and our fearless leader here, presented me with a stack of CDs that he suggested I might find some of these songs interesting as I was developing my show. And sure enough, it did. But I would like to specifically point out that mixed in amongst all of my great prog favorites that were on these CDs were artists I had never heard of and songs I had never heard. And as anybody who enjoys music will tell you, if you find a new artist playing music that you really, really enjoy, well, that's a seminal moment. That's a really wonderful thing. So a tip of the hat to David L. Gordon for introducing me to a larger universe of progressive music. And I'm going to draw one from those CDs right now, and that is The Drapery Falls from Opeth, a group I had never heard of prior to being introduced to them by David. So thank you, David, and thank you all for listening to this episode of Progotron Magee, and I urge you to come back next week and listen to another episode of Progotron from another one of our fine producers, and I do hope you'll come back next month and join me for Progotron Magee 26. Have a great, great month.
Please remedy my confusion and thrust me back to the day. The silence of your seclusion brings night into all you say. Counting nocturnal hours, drown visions in haunted sleep. Faint flickering of your powers leaks out to show what you keep.
I
to the ground below, like autumn leaves left in the wake to fade. Waking up to your sound again, I'm lapsed into the waves of misery.